great news on the anniversary of Rufford Ford's closure. So yes, December the 2nd, 2022, this place closed. We turned up one morning, no warning, no nothing. There was a police car blocking the road and it was closed. That's the first we knew about it. But today, we bring you some really good news. So we've checked the road closure, and yes, it has been extended until 2027. That doesn't mean that it's going to remain closed until 2027, because in a news article written by Oliver Pridmore for Nottingham Post, it's a good article, by the way, Oliver. Sometimes I do criticise you somewhat, but this was a really good article. It's very balanced as well, and a good deep dive. So Oliver's actually looked at this and done some research on it, and it's really good. So here is the update for you. Currently the road is closed. However, Councillor Mick Barton has said that they want to see it reopened. And they want to see it reopened in the new year, according to Oliver. This is the wording. They want it opened in the new year. Yes, they're going to look at some what they call speed pillows in the road. Good plan. Yeah, great plan. If you're worried about people speeding, put some in. It's brilliant. They're looking at putting some gates in that close when it gets too deep. Save your money. There's water there that stop people driving in. And if they're going to drive in, let them do it. Why should we pay for that? Maybe some cameras. That'd be cool. Yeah, just in case. So that's always a good idea. And some electronic warning signs. Well, we've already got some warning signs. There's like a lot down the road as you go. But they're looking at putting some of those in. If you need to do it, you need to do it. And a depth gauge, there's 2 already on there. Just letting you know, the depth gauges are already in place. What can we actually do to help this place reopen? What's the cause of everything that went on? So just to help on this, there's a consultation coming up. Yes, another consultation. There was a consultation in the early part of 2024, and this does raise many questions. Out of the 219 people that responded to the consultation, only 25 of those people wanted this to remain closed. The rest of them wanted it to remain, or to be reopened. Why wasn't it? Gonna put that out there. Why wasn't it reopened when the majority of people wanted it reopened? And bearing in mind, there were never any prosecutions down here. So all these terrible stories of near misses and everything else, no more than a normal road. And you wouldn't close your normal road now, would you? Onto this current consultation that's coming up. So please use this for reference as my part on your consultation, and bearing in mind that I spent a lot of time down here during the week and at weekends. Some fun facts for you. This only got busy at a weekend, generally between midday and 3 in the afternoon, 3 hours a day. That's the average it got busy. Why did it get busy? Well, for years, people have been driving through here. In fact, we'll take a little wander as we go. For years, people have been driving through here and come down, and they built that glorious viewing gallery long before we started doing YouTube. Long before we started doing YouTube, that viewing gallery was built. It was built, a viewing gallery? Oh, the words here. Yes, a viewing gallery. It's for people to view. And what were they viewing? They were viewing the cars going through the water or making splashes. Who knew? So that is on that part of it. The next part that we need to look at is what caused all this, the amount of people. How did all these people get here? Well, they generally drove here. And where did they park? Well, they didn't always use the car park. And the car park has a capacity to it. Now, bearing in mind, that car park has a capacity for everybody. So the people visiting the mill, which is just over there, visiting the shops just over there. And you can see them, they're beautiful. And it looks absolutely stunning as we speak. It's all Christmassy. So you would have people visiting the mill, the lake, the manor house that was up here, the large house. Beautiful place. So the car park would facilitate those people as well. So what about the people here? They would park along here. This side of the road, that side of the road, and I'm going to bring you around this way. In fact, we'll take a little wander. They would park on the bridge, of course, but they would also park further up this way on the road. Now I know, yes, I park the adventure, I go over there. I know, I'm a bad person. However, this is where the parking occurred. And this is for your consultation, remember this. I'd like to see it reopened. I'd like to see this busy again. I'd like to see all the jobs back here in this area. I'd like to see the ice cream hut come back in the summer. I'd like to see the cafe open. I mean, right now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been here half an hour. The cafe's closed. That used to be open. Used to have staff in it as well. Anyway, back to the parking. So the parking was horrendous, all the way down there and all the way right down there. Let's be generous here. Okay, I'm going to be generous, and I can say, just suppose we had 5 cars on this side, 5 cars on that side, and the same on the other side. It's 20 cars. We've got 3 people per car, so, you know, maybe 2 adults and 1 child. Just as an example, we've suddenly got 60 people. Now, if you look down there, if you've suddenly got 60 extra people here, that's a lot of people. Where are they all going to stand? All over the place. The parking is core to this issue, and nobody ever wants to listen to us on this, but we were here. We know, we knew. So during the week, when there were people weren't parked here, they were in the car park, this was quiet. At the weekends, before they started parking along here, it wasn't so busy, but when they started parking here and they realized they could get away with it, it became a problem. How did they know they could get away with it? Because they sent someone down here on a little moped to come and give some parking tickets, and quite rightly too, because these people here don't want you parking outside their house. They don't want you on the grass either. And the next house down, they don't want you there. And they don't really want you outside the house. I can understand that, I get that. So if we can kind of contain it to there, and a little bit here, it's maybe not so bad. But the problem is, they refuse to enforce the parking. So the yellow lines down there are covered in leaves and dirt. And we thought, this is great, this is brilliant footage. They're gonna start giving out parking tickets, hurrah. That would have made some great footage. Parking tickets go on, people get upset and angry. Would have been brilliant footage. So we were filming. And then the parking attendant went, I'm not giving any tickets. And I, why aren't you giving the tickets? I can't see the line. Oh, okay. So one would have thought that the council responsible for this would have cleaned the yellow lines up and then come and enforce the parking. But they didn't. It was just like, oh, why are we going to do that? So who knows why they did that, but my point is, stop the parking. You're going to have not as many people here. Sure, we're coming back to film. Why wouldn't we? You guys love watching the videos. Some of you troll on here, but the majority of you loved watching the videos. And you still watch our videos from all around the place, in fact, all around the world. Tom and myself, Tom's actually filming now. Thank you very much, Tom Sunderland. Check his channel out. We film all around the world. People enjoyed watching what we filmed. We didn't encourage anybody. If we did, you'd have heard us on the videos. But strangely enough, you never hear us on the videos encouraging people because we didn't encourage anyone. So, the good news is Rufford Ford looks like it's going to be reopening next year, which is fantastic. Who knows what traffic calming measures are going to be put in. Who knows what else is going to be put in. But the beautiful news on the 3rd anniversary of it being closed, what I'm bringing to you today, is it looks like Rufford Ford is going to reopen. How long will it be before they get to move these signs again and reopen the Ford? Thanks for watching.